Hello promoters and welcome to the Solo Promoter YouTube channel. My name is Grant. It's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for checking out this video. Today, we're going to look at Obsidian. And I've gotten a few requests to do a video about this, and I think I've even talked about it on a few videos before. But this is going to be the first time I'm actually sitting down and showing a little bit how I use Obsidian. And we've got a great time to kind of show some of the stuff off because we just had a brand new game edition come out, and so it's the perfect time to do this. Before we get going, I do want to say this is not a way to play any of the Filsinger games on your computer. This is not a game. Basically, what Obsidian is a spreadsheet slash database slash whatever on steroids. And I'm going to show you how mine is set up. But before we get to that, let's send out a special thank you to all the Patreon patrons who help make the videos on this channel possible. So huge shout out to all of them, and a special shout out to our patron producers, Eve Cunning, Kathy Crawford, Andrew Calcagno, Tony Urbano, Brandy, David Akers, Scott Armstrong, Vicky Sebring, and Dorothy Bachoco. If you would like to become a patron, head on over to patreon.com/Saturday Morning Media and set up your monthly pledge today. And thank you for your support. All right, so quickly, here is a quick overview of what Obsidian is. Obsidian is an app that lives on your computer. They also have mobile apps, mobile versions, and you can set up your Obsidian to be accessed by all your different devices. I have it on my desktop computer, on my laptop, on my iPad, and my iPhone. Pretty much just everything but my iWatch. I use Apple, but they also have it for PC and Android and all that kind of good stuff. But basically what it is a program that just creates basically your own kind of little Wikipedia, your own Wikipedia on your device, and you can track things with it, and it kind of has some database functionality. It is totally free, and they keep saying it's free forever, but if you click on pricing for personal use, it's $0. You can get some other things as well, but anyway, this is a lot of fun, and it is something that I started using and have used a lot. I want to send a special thank you out to Carl Zilla, because Carl Zilla really helped me develop my Obsidian Vault. So all the information in your Obsidian is contained in what's called a vault. So let's take a look at my vault for Legends of Wrestling. Now, the great thing about Obsidian is you can set this up to be however you want it to be. And I have it set up right now where I have my cards with my different Legends feds. I have a folder that is all the game editions, the different game editions. Then if you click on those, you can see which cards were released in that edition, and we're going to get to talk about a little bit more about that in a second. We also have different kinds of matches and cards, so I can keep the match rules and also tell when a 2 out of 3 falls match was had and on what card, and I can click and go to that card. So like my WrestleMania 3 card, GSW 53, had a 2 out of 3 falls match. You can click it, and then you can find the 2 out of 3 falls match, which is down here at the bottom. And it was, apparently it was a 4-star match. And so like you can link anything in your files. So you can link on names, you can link on matches like this 2 out of 3 falls. It'll take me back to that page. And then I even have it linked to star ratings. So here's a 3-star match. Here's 3-star matches. And then it takes me to a listing of all the 3-star matches in my feds. So I can go down. You can make this as detailed as you want, as boring as you want, whatever. But then the cool thing is I have pages for all my different feds, and then it has rankings that will live update whenever I have matches. I have a page for injuries and suspensions that talks about when the injury happened, when they can come back. And then, I just have it for all my feds. Here's my Memphis fed. Here's my Portland Wrestling fed. And then I have a Pro Wrestling Illustrated page that has cumulative rankings. So rankings for all my feds all together. And then I even have global rankings for singles and global rankings for tag teams as well. Anyway, this is a lot of stuff. And literally, we could make separate videos, hour-long videos each for each one of these things, and maybe eventually that will be the goal. But what I wanted to show you today is we just had Legends Expansion 8 come out. So I wanted to show you how I add wrestlers and update wrestlers in Obsidian. So since this is a new game edition, I'm going to go to game edition. I'm going to look down here, and I'm going to pick, I'm going to create a new folder. And now I just keep the numbers at the beginning to, not a new folder, a new file. So see, it says an untitled file down here. I keep them numbered at the beginning just to kind of keep them in order. I'm sure there's other ways to do this, but Legends Expansion 10. All right. So we come in here, and I don't think, no. So this is just Legends Expansion 10. I do like to put the release date. Legends Expansion 10 and December 2022. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a list of all the wrestlers who are in the set. And you can do this in any order that you want. It's all up to you. You could list them in the order that they were announced. You could list them alphabetically, however you want to do it. It's all up to you, and it's whatever your preference is. But I have a list of the I have a list of all the wrestlers, so I can just copy and paste it. So I typed this out beforehand. All right, so I'm going to paste my list in here, and there it is. Now, what I can do is I can go through here and make it a list. It just takes a little bit of formatting. And basically what you do is you put a dash and then a space, and it creates the little bullet points there. And you don't have to do this. You could just leave it alone. I just do it for sort of appearances, and I don't know. That's the great thing about Obsidian is you can set it up however you want to set it up. Right now, as you can see, this is just white text on a black background, but you could make this colorful. You can there's different themes you can get, so the font is different colors and the background is different colors, whatever you want to do, but I'm just trying to keep it simple here, just so that you can see it. I'm going to close this side over here so we can just focus on this area right here. All right, so now we want to make these links so we can start building wrestlers pages. So we will just put two brackets, you highlight it, put two brackets around it, and it creates a link. Now, what's interesting is Andre the Giant already had a card, so you can see Andre the Giant already has a link, and we will get to that in just a second. Most of these I don't think are going to have a link. A few of them will. I mean, Larry Zbyszko, SD Jones, and I think I used the Love Brothers, maybe. Larry Zbyszko, actually I haven't used his cards. So for Hartford Love, I am just going to do the I'm just going to do their names. We'll come back to a tag team here in a second. But Eric the Red, Mr. Fuji, he's already got a page. Mr. Saito, SD Jones should already have a page. Yep. Arnold Scotland is new. King Kong Bundy will already have a page because I've been using his old card. All right, so we've created links for all of these names. So super simple. You just highlight it, you hit the bracket twice, and it creates a link. If The wrestler already has a page. You can see that it's this color, like it's like a different color. Andre, Mr. Fuji, SD Jones, King Kong Bundy. If there is not a link to a page, you can just click on this and it creates the page. So we just created a page for Pat Patterson. Now, I have a bunch of templates that I can apply to pages. So I'm going to come over here to Insert Template. And it is a wrestler, right? It's a wrestler template. So it's already put in a bunch of information here that we can use to fill this out for Pat Patterson. So right now, Pat Patterson is not in a. This is sort of sorry. Let me back up. This sort of text up here that's between these three lines. This is where you put your database information. And if you want to pull from this page to other pages or whatever, I'm making this sound much more complex than it is. But you'll see what I mean here in a second. So right now he is not in any. He's not in a Fed. He is not signed to a Fed. Pat Patterson isn't. So I'm just going to leave this all blank for right here. This is all stuff that we can use later on. So I'm going to come down here to name, and actually you can see when you click to, right now we're in edit view. If you click into reading view, all that stuff goes away. So we're going to come down here. We're going to put Pat Patterson's name here like this, and then up here I am going to snag the thumbnail, and I just dragged that in there. I just dragged that thumbnail in there, and it popped in. And so we do have a name in there. Tag team. He's not in a tag team right now. We could put him with Ray Stevens and all that kind of stuff later. And so for set, I scroll down. Ignore all this for right now. I'm going to show you what this all means on a wrestler who already has a page. But if we come down here to set, the set he's in is Legends Expansion X. And you can see it kind of pops up here, so you can just click that, and there it is. So if I need to refer back to where he is, I can do that. Now, the other cool thing is, down here you'll see it says bio, right? Well, I can go to the PDF of the set. If you get the digital version, you can get a PDF of it, and I can just copy and paste. And there is Pat Patterson's information copied and pasted into here. And you can come through here and you can format this if you want to make that finishers look like this. But then the other fun thing is, now that you put this in here, you can go through here and you can link to other pages. So here's Antonio Inoki, boop, boop. And now that will link to his page. That page is not created yet, but if that page was. Ted DiBiase has a page. So we'll click this, boop, boop. There you go. Now if I click on that, it would go to Ted DiBiase's page. Sergeant Slaughter. I think this is not. I think Sergeant Slaughter has a dot there. Yep, Sergeant Slaughter. You could click that and go to his page, and so on. Okay, so we have just set up this page for Pat Patterson. Now, what I like to do over here, and this is sort of your little browser area, you can see that Pat Patterson was added right here. But what I like to do is keep it a little organized, so I'm going to move Pat Patterson into wrestlers. So he's now in this folder right here. If we scroll down, these are all the wrestlers who are involved, Pat Patterson right there. Okay, so let's go back to Legends Expansion 10. We'll go back to that page. And now you can see Pat Patterson has a different color link because that page was created. Let's go to Andre the Giant, because Andre the Giant already has a page. And you can see he's in the feds he's been in is Golden State Wrestling. He's got 23 wins, 5 losses, and you can see that down here he's not in a fed right now. He kind of moved out of the territory. He's wrestling elsewhere. But his detailed record, you can see 23 wins, 5 losses. And if I come up here and I change this, so watch down here. If I change this to 24 wins, in just a second, it'll change down here. And that changes everywhere else. So on the Pro Wrestling Illustrated page, where it shows, the overall standings, Andre the Giant, if we can find him here, Andre the Giant now has 24 wins right there. So, but I'm going to set that back to 23 because he doesn't have 24 yet. And I'll show you in a second here. You can have multiple federations here for these detailed records. You can have an overall record where it does all the wins and losses, and then it lists all of Andre's appearances. But what you can see is missing here is I don't have Andre's thumbnail in here because I was using the black and white card. And so there we go. I've just added the Andre thumbnail right there. And if you click the reading view, you get rid of all that other stuff. And you can see I got his accomplishments here and all that kind of stuff. But now we can put his bio because we have the bio from the handbook. So I will just go to Andre the Giant. I will just select all this text and I will paste it in here. I will bold these. And then you can, again, we'll go through here and we'll link Ted DiBiase's name. We'll link Big John Studd's name. Big John Studd doesn't have a page yet, but he will. King Kong Bundy has a page though. So boop boop right there. There you go, King Kong Bundy. All right. So there you go. Let's do a few more just so you can see. Let's click to King Kong Bundy's page. Now his page is already set up, and you can see I have his old picture there. But what I can do is I can drag in his new photo and put it there. And then if I go like this, it will put them side by side. So I can do that. And then here's accomplishments. We can do bio. And again, go copy and paste from boop, right like that. And again, we can link Ted DiBiase's name. Ted DiBiase is in here a lot. Okay, so we've got Jim Duggan here. And I think I have him as Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And so we may have to change this. Oh no, I could have just kept it as Jim Duggan because I do have Jim Duggan. But you could also put Hacksaw Jim Duggan and that would go to the same page. There's tricks to do that. Again, we're not covering that here. Right now we are just showing how to add wrestlers. Okay, so let's go back. Oh, and I did not put in here what set he's in. Legends Expansion 10. He also has a special edition card, so I would probably go like that. And then I don't know where his special edition card is, but I will find it. Anyway, let's go back and we'll enter in somebody new. Let's do Big John Studd. So click on this. It creates the file for Big John Studd. You can see that it created the file over here in the browser. And we're going to go over to my template. We're going to enter the wrestler template. We're not going to worry about this right now. We're going to enter in the name Big John Studd. His manager, of course, is Bobby Heenan. And we want to bring in Big John Stud's picture and put it right there. So we have the photo. Set Legends Expansion 10. Bio. Just going to copy and paste the bio right from the PDF. This is another reason why I get the PDFs, because it's easy to do this, or why I buy the digital version, because it's easy to do this. And there we go. Put that there. Now, I will be adding Big John Stud to my Golden State Wrestling Federation. Now, he has not wrestled already, so he's not going to have any wins or losses because he hasn't done anything in that Fed. So he's not going to have anything down here. But you can see that if I suddenly put him at 99 wins down here. Oh, we have to add to down here. Hold on one second. Current Fed, file name. The file name is Big John Stud. So you can see 99 wins right there. Where file name is Big John Stud. Where file name is Big John Stud. All right, so that populates it down there. But here's the cool thing. Say that before he came to Golden State Wrestling, we'll do it this way. Before he came to Golden State Wrestling, he spent some time in the Pacific Northwest, right? So, and up in Pacific Northwest, he got 67 wins. And, I don't know, 13 losses, whatever. And we'll say in Golden State Wrestling, he's only gotten 5 losses. And he's got no draws. But you can see that down here in his detailed record, I have, there we go. This will update here in a second. There you go. So his current record in his current Fed is, I have him still in 0. So he would be in his number 1 Fed, which would be Golden State Wrestling. This is all going to change here in a second. So there you go, 99 wins, 5 losses. He spent some time Pacific Northwest. So you can have a current record, you can have a detailed record, and then you have an overall record. So again, this is all like little fine-tuning stuff that you can do. And right now, I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to put him back to 0, because although I expect big things from Big John Stud, he hasn't wrestled yet. So, but we are going to put him in Golden State Wrestling. He's just not going to have any matches yet. So his thing is all 0, 0, 0. So then I will come over here and I will put Big John Stud into the wrestlers folder. So that's where he is. Pop back over to Legends Expansion. Let's go to Mr. Fuji. Now, Mr. Fuji, he's got a wrestler page because he does have wrestling stats. So all we're going to do over here is we are going to add in his other photo. Actually, let me get to here. And you kind of do have to, I have found adding pictures, you kind of do it like this. And then you'll back it up. You'll delete until the 2 pictures are side by side. And then kaboom. There they are. The pictures are side by side together. I probably, in my personal Feds, will not use this version of Mr. Fuji, but you never know. It's possible that I might. He's already got 1 loss from wrestling. And let's see. I can come up here and go into the bio for Mr. Fuji and see some of these wrestlers were entered before I really like honed my template. So like Mr. Fuji didn't have the little area for the set or the little area for the bio. Delivers his middle rope smash. And then you can highlight people like that. You can highlight the powers of pain. Oh, that's a good idea. All right. So there you go. That's adding individual wrestlers. Now, what we're going to do is, and then I'm going to put, where's Mr. Fuji? Oh, Mr. Fuji's already in there. So let's go back to Legends Expansion 10, and let's look at the Love Brothers, Hartford Love and Reginald Love. So let's click on Hartford Love. Let's set in a wrestler template for him, and we will put his Hartford Love, his name, the Love Brothers. Oh, they already do have a page. Okay, interesting. Let's see what's on that page. Yeah, I haven't. They've wrestled a couple times, but I haven't created individual pages for them. So we'll put Hartford's picture in here. We will put his set was Legends Expansion 10. We will drop his bio in here. And I think it's going to be a combined bio. Is this not going to let me copy this? All right. And like I could go through here and make it just about Hartford, but since they're such a solid tag team, and see what I can do is click through the Love Brothers, and down here put their bio, and just copy and paste it. And now for members up here, I can put Hartford Love and Reginald Love. Now, Reginald doesn't have a page yet. But what I can do here, now, what I don't want to do is drag another thumbnail in here for Hartford, because that'll create two instances of that image. So to post a picture, I will do an exclamation point. I'll put 2 brackets, and then I'll type in Hartford until I find Hartford Love 2022 thumb. There you go. And now I can hit return a couple times, and I can put in Reginald. I can drag his in and then delete it till it's right there. And Al Costello is their manager, but I'll hold off on putting that in there. But now let's click on Reginald Love. We got a blank page again. We're going to insert the wrestler template. And Reginald Love, tag team, the Love Brothers. And then again, we don't want to drag in Reginald's headshot. We want to do exclamation point, bracket, bracket, and then start typing in Reginald, and you can complete it right like that. And there he is. And then, of course, we want to put the bio in here. So I'm just going to copy it from this page. And actually, I'm going to put set Legends Expansion 10. And we'll go back to Reginald Love's page. Set Legends Expansion 10. And we'll drop the bio in there. And right now, he's not in any sort of fed. And then we'll go over here and we will drag him up to wrestlers. And then we already have the Love Brothers will be in a tag team, the tag team folder right there. So anyway, this is super basic. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish going through here, and I'm going to keep adding in the rest of the wrestlers from Legends Expansion 10, set up their pages, and that's basically it. If there is something more you would like to see in terms of Obsidian, I would be glad to show you. If you would like, see, the great thing about Obsidian is, and I don't know if this is, let me see if this is on their website. But the great thing about Obsidian is that these are just folders. Yes, I don't know if they have like a graphic that shows it. But these are just folders on your computer. They are folders with plain text files on your computer. So I have a vault that has all the information strip out of it. So you're not going to get any of the names of the wrestlers. You're not going to get any of the names of, laid out. You're not going to get any of the images. But if you would like that and you would like to start building your own vault, you can. Now, what this will have is the pages for the rankings and the pages for, the different, the pages for the rankings. It'll have one Fed page, all that kind of good stuff. I can't provide a lot of support to you outside of these videos, but if there's something you would like to see, just drop it in the chat, and I will be happy to do another video where I kind of show how to do that. So this can get really involved. It took me a while to learn. Again, I can't provide individual one-on-one support for this, but the great thing about it is it's just a folder on your desktop, and it's just text files. So you're not going to crash your computer if you start playing around with this. You're not going to delete everything off your computer if you're going to start playing with this. It syncs between your devices. There's different ways you can sync it. I use Dropbox, but you can pay them. It's called Obsidian Sync, and you can pay them. Whatever you would like to do. That is adding in new wrestlers to your Obsidian Vault. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.